Morning time. I'm coming out. We had potatoes last night, that's why. So, what's going on? Yeah, you know what I'm doing in my morning dip? Um, I give my talks about interesting subjects, and most popular videos is me taking a shit. The fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, okay, I understand that you guys like shit, but you guys are weird. I gotta tell you guys are weird. And truly, honestly, I don't mind shitting for you, but I'm wondering what motivates you to want to on chat on. Constipated. I'm an old man. I'm 53 years old. I've taken many shits over my, I've taken many shits in my life, and they're all pretty much the same type of shit. Sometimes, sometimes it's just kind of like constipated shit, like right now. Sometimes it's diarrhea. Sometimes they're nice, just a nice clean shit, and but basically, it's just all the same. It doesn't change much. It doesn't change anything really. It's just shit. Why am I? There's a blue streak of light here. See that? That's weird. And it only shines on my hair. Okay, that's freaking me out. Yeah, that doesn't matter. All right, so we're gonna take a shit, but let's use this time also to do more than just shitting because shit is okay, shitting is fine, but it's just shit, and there's so much going on, so much that I could talk about. My set of favorite subjects are consciousness. Um, I like ghosts. Robert, hey Bob, Robert, how you doing? We're taking a shit, man. Robert, I'm doing this because if you look at my channel, all my other videos they have maybe 5, 10 views, and this one has 40. So I'm just doing what people want, which is kind of weird, but that's fine. Oh, constipated. Doesn't come out. Doesn't come out. Doesn't come out. Feeding. The constipated Bob. Constipated. Can I call you Bob? I like Bob. I've been called Bob myself many times. Robbie and Bob were two of my high school uh, um, nicknames. Bobby, Bob, Uncle Bob. The two Bobs. Yeah. I like Bob. Bob is just, Bob is a very manly name. Like, here's Bob, where's Bob? That guy's Bob. A few Bobs in my life. Bob and Bob. Bob, Bob. Bob, Bebop. Well, Robert, choose a subject, man. What do you want to talk about this morning? I'm just taking a shit now. I'm just shitting around. Because shit's popular, man. Popular shit. Actually, there's a money bombs away. Yeah, trying to anyway. There's a It's not coming out. There's a theory about money, that money and shit are related. I'm not sure where I read it. I think it was either on the richest. There's a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. I think that's where I read it, but I'm not sure where I read it. But there's a very complicated, you know, theory about it. Money is not a product that has any utility. Something you have to get away from, to get rid of, to have more utility to yourself. But it doesn't give you anything to give it out. So, in a sense, money is shit. Money is literally associated with shitting, the process of shitting. Oh, need an enema. So I'm not the relationship between money and shit. It has to do with holding something. You're just watching me. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, we'll just talk about shit. Shit's an interesting. Actually, shit. If you start digging into shit, it's a fantastic subject. It's a really interesting subject because there's a lot of shit to talk about. Um, for instance, where do you find the best mushrooms? When you want to find mushrooms, you go to cow patties and cow shit. In the Hindus use cow shit for a variety of reasons, many of them religious. Cow shit is actually sacred to the Hindus. Now, what association between cow shit and sacredness do you have, if not mushrooms? You know, Cubans, psilocybe, magic mushrooms. It is a well known fact that cows that are not treated with antibiotics and other invasive medicines shit magic mushrooms. So, oh well, now you know. Now you will. A little bit of information, of useful information there, Bob. Um, yeah, where do you find the best magic mushrooms? In cow shit. This is known by all the mushroom um, um, devotees, all the mushroom fans. Um, in fact, when I was living in Valle de Bravo, we had a neighbor that had, I think it was about 100 or 200 cows. Shit, my cat just came in. Finally. Where was? Oh yes, mushrooms. Shit. Um, my phone fell off. So, if you are into magic mushrooms, you should know. Everybody knows that if you go to the cow patties where a cow takes a shit, you will usually find right after it rains magic mushrooms. Now, you have to be able to identify them. There are various types of mushrooms that grow on cow shit, but usually, most of the mushrooms that grow on cow shit are magic mushrooms. So, you have to have the luck of finding cows that are not treated with antibiotics or not treated with, invasive medicines, because those medicines do tend to, they have a lot of antifungal medicines. So they tend to destroy the mushrooms and make the cow shit kind of useless. Cow shit does have a number of interesting uses besides mushrooms. If you dry it, you can use it for building as a building material. You can also use it for fuel. You can use it for fuel, and of course, the best use of cow shit for um, what is it called? Fertilizer. fertilizer is. Extraordinarily good fertilizer. So taking good advantage of your cow shit. Now, if you want to have a nice crop of mushrooms every year when it rains, well, all you need is a nice cow. You can keep a cow as a pet. You can get fresh cow milk. You have to feed the cow. It's feeding a cow is not an easy thing. They eat a lot, but basically you can also take her grazing. You need a spot of land that has lots of grass, shrubs. But if you have a cow and it lives in your property, you are guaranteed, and you don't give your cow any antibiotics, you are guaranteed a nice crop of magic mushrooms, fresh magic mushrooms, when it rains. So here's the cat. I don't know why she has this fetish of coming to see me shit, but this is a shitty cat. You're a shitty cat. You are one shitty cat. She finally got paint on her. My niece likes to paint her hair. And I said, why don't you paint the cat? She said, no, I don't want to paint the cat. And then finally, she painted the cat. So we have a painted cat. You wanted to shit with me? Now you're stuck. Because you do a video with me. No, you're not going out and in. You're not going in and out. Yeah. Cats. Shh. Mira para aquí. This is the shittiest video. What were we talking about? Cow shit. Now, what else is there about shit that we should all know? Japanese are making shit burgers nowadays. Apparently, they have found a way to capture the nutrients in shit and get rid of the malodorous stuff. And they're now preparing what is called shit burgers. And I believe they're invented in Japan. I'm not entirely sure if it was Japan or if it was Los Angeles, but sounds more like a Japanese thing to do. Or maybe it was the Germans. Actually, when I went to Germany, one of the things I liked to do when I went to Germany was to go to the porn shops, see what porn German people like. And I was utterly amazed because the most popular porn in Germany, well, not the most popular, but certainly one of the most popular varieties of porn in Germany was caviar. If you've ever heard of caviar videos are basically people shitting on each other. It's remarkable. I've watched a couple. I don't have the stomach to watch them. I don't. It's not my thing. I just, caviar is too much for me. But it has enormous popularity. People love caviar videos. They absolutely adore caviar videos. I think it's a Northern European thing. I don't know why. It's a Northern European thing. I don't know any other race that makes such a fetish on caviar videos. They're totally legal. You can film caviar porn. Rule 34, I guess. Man, I'm having a bad hair day. It's all too stringy and I need to wash it. Beautiful cat. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. She is that. Let me see if I can get another shot of her. Hold on. Green eyes, purple hair. It's actually what you call a mosaic cat. It's when cats have more than 3 colors, usually they're females. It's a cat thing. So she's a mosaic cat. She's got gray, white, and tan. With those green eyes that just hypnotize. Meow. she has a hormonal problem. We had babies again. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, I haven't told you that yet. It's very sad. Remember, I don't know if you a few videos back, we had babies. My cat had babies. Well, it's actually Rasa's cat. She had babies. Well, she's had babies 3 times, and the first 2 times the babies died, and and they died. She had 3, 2 born alive and 1 born dead. But she's had actually 3 different times babies, and they've always died. And we finally found out why. She has a hormonal problem that prevents her from making enough milk for the babies. So when the babies start getting too big, she can't feed them anymore, and she she gives them away. She takes she um, rejects them. That's the word, rejects. She rejects the babies. So of course she doesn't want to, but when they bite her titties, it hurts. So she rejects them. And we bought some milk from the vet to try to save the babies this time, because we went to the veterinarian, what's going on with the babies? Why are they getting sick? Well, because she's not feeding them, and she's not feeding them because she got a hormonal problem that doesn't allow her to produce enough milk, or her titties are not big enough. She's a very small cat. Um, and that causes her to reject the babies, and when she rejects the babies die of hunger. So the babies were literally starving to death. What can you do? Well, you got to buy some cat milk, uh, dried cat milk, which cost a fortune, and hopefully that will you have to feed the babies every hour on the hour, and that'll save them. So I got the cat milk. She wants to go out now. See that? Smart cat. She wants to go out. She's like, "Get me out of here! Don't tell the story. Go on." What do you want to go? She doesn't want to go out. She wants to play. See this cat scene over here. She wants to go out and she wants to play, and she doesn't know what she wants. But she actually goes to the door handle. The door is stuck. It doesn't. We don't have it. I need to fix it, obviously. Uh, so we can't close the bathroom 100%. We just like close it a little bit. But she actually can open the door handle. This I did because when Mom was here, she locked herself in the bathroom, and I had to break the door open to get her out. I haven't fixed it since then. It doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't bother anybody else that much. So we haven't fixed it. She's off into the world. So I bought the milk. I bought the formula for the cats, and we tried to give the formula. It was too late. They were already too damaged from the rejection of the mother, and they didn't like the formula. They didn't take well to the formula, so they died. So we're gonna have her fixed. My niece wanted a new baby cat, and we tried it 3 times and it didn't work. So we're gonna have her fixed, and she'll have to not want a baby cat. It's very sad. We cried a lot. It was very big drama, but it's not the cat's fault. I mean, she just doesn't have the. Oh, thank you. I'm an old fart. I'm an old fart. I come from good stock. My family had a lot of very beautiful women and some handsome men. We're 98% British, English. Well, English, Scottish, Irish. 98%. My dad did the genealogy, the test, and we're 98% Brits. We're very British. We're very English. And it's funny because we have a Polish last name, but that's actually just a fluke of nature. We're actually not Poles, we're English. 98% English. So go figure. Well, on my dad's side. My mother's side is probably very Spanish. They're Gonzalez, so they're very Spain. Spain, they have strong Spain, but they have a lot of green-eyed people in my mother's side. So we're like, you know, we're very white people. They're extremely white people, whatever that may mean. um, what else? So we've talked about shit. We've talked about cats. This is a 20-minute shit. It's a lot of shit. I was kind of constipated and it's slowly going down my intestinal tract. It's not going quickly. So, yeah, it's interesting though. I have to buy cat food. I'm out of I have the dry food, but I don't have the, so I have to, as soon as I take a shit, I have to go out, buy some cat food. Oh yeah, interesting little detail that I can share with you guys. I had to take a loan yesterday to eat. Between the cat drama, we had to take the cat to the vet twice, and the and some other unexpected expenses that we had based on well, unexpected stuff. Um, I ran out of cash. I have money coming in. I'm working, but I did run out of cash, so I had to take a loan to buy food yesterday because I ran out of cash, and I had to go out and I had to go get my ID, my official Mexican ID, my ENE. It's called ENE, EN, yeah, ENE, Instituto Nacional Electoral, the Institute National Electoral Institute, the INE in Spanish. So I had to go get my new one because mine had already expired, and I had to take an Uber, and I didn't have money in my card for the Uber, so I had to take a loan. And we had a choice. We could eat rice and beans, or we could have a nice roasted chicken or a pizza or something, and brought home two nice big pizzas, which is what the kids like. And now I have a few pennies in my pocket, but I had to pay for my money, which is a weird thing. I've never done that before. I had to pay for my money. I'm paying, and I got 2,900 pesos on loan on my credit card, and for that cash, I'm going to pay 95 pesos. Of course, I'm paying back right away, so I don't have to pay more than that. But it's a weird thing. It's an interesting concept. This idea that you're getting cash that you don't have on hand right now, and you can pay for it later. It's great business. I mean, the loan sharks and the banks, no wonder they're so rich. You know, they can literally just have you pay money for having money, which is the most absurd thing I've done in my life. But I have learned something from it. Sometimes you have to do this stupid thing in order to realize that it's stupid. I mean, 2,900 pesos, 3,000 pesos, let's say. 3,000 pesos. 90 pesos is around what? Can you believe that? Yeah, she doesn't want to come in. She's just standing at the door. I don't want my privacy. I don't need shit with the cat. I want my privacy and I'm filming the video. Crazy. So yeah, I mean, I actually got a loan for money. I didn't expect to have to do that, by the way. Because I didn't have to do it. I could have done it differently. But I wanted to eat pizza. I wanted to have a computer that I'm fixing and I wanted to get it out. So, yeah. And my money's coming in on Wednesday, and it's going to take 2 days for the bank to clear it. So I won't have money until Friday. The loan back on Friday. But in the meantime, I have a few pennies to, fuck around, pay the telephone. But she wants dessert. She wants just food. I'm almost done here, by the way. Well, I see two people watching me take a shit. Who else is in there? His YouTube channel has gone through so many changes. I mean, when I started, my plan was to make real videos, edited videos with. Oh, there you go. Hi there. Where did you go? You went and then you came back. You must have put me on hold or something. When I started this channel, I wanted to do edited videos. I wanted to do they're in here. I have a few of them in here. I have the tarot, the first tarot classes that I did, which were edited, and I have the Aventuras de Princesa Amanecer, which is a little movie that I made with the kids. And I wanted to do that, but then editing is a long, difficult process, and really, if you think about it, um, this is just my life. I'm just living my life in front of you guys. Some parts of it, anyways, not all of it. Um, it doesn't matter if you edit somebody's life. They're just, you know, they're just doing what they're doing. They're not. You really can't edit somebody's life. It's like taking a shit. You can't edit a shit. I mean, I could put like little lights but what sense would there be to edit somebody's taking a shit? I mean, what possible, what logical, what besides be making it more interesting for the eye candy, it's just taking a shit. Uli Lommel was one of my great teachers in life. Certainly, film teacher. He taught me more about film than anybody else I know. So he put a camera in front of me. He said, we're gonna make a movie," and he had actually his budget for that movie. We were making a movie with vampires, and his budget it was called "I Want to Be a Vampire." That was the title of the script. He actually had a script. We ended up making a different movie, but he rented the big 35 millimeter camera, and I was very amazed. Renting a 35 millimeter camera costs around the Arri camera that he got. I think it cost like $25,000-$30,000 a week. It was a big camera, and then he had to buy the film for it and the film stock and everything. And he put the camera on the table, on the kitchen table. And he says, "We're gonna make a movie, and this is how we're gonna make it." And he put the camera on the table. We're gonna film stuff in there, and people think it's very difficult to make movies. It's not. All you gotta do is turn the camera on and film something. That's all. Obviously, we're not talking about the Lord of the Rings or War and Peace or Dune. I guess Dune is a great movie. People want to see Dune. ¿Por qué me chingas la madre tanto? Chingate loca. She's hungry. She wants her breakfast. I actually have to go buy it. I don't have any breakfast, cat breakfast treats. So Uli said, we're going to make a movie. And then he took the script that he had used to finance the film and he started to cut it in little strips of scenes. And he said, I'm going to redo the script. And he got this duct tape, this clear Scotch tape. And we started redoing the script with the scenes, and he came up with a totally different script about something totally different, but it was the same scenes. We did that in the kitchen floor. It was like a big, fun, like two children playing with paper and scissors. And then we hired the cast and we hired the crew and we filmed the movie. But what he taught me there, what I learned there, is that it's true. You can make a movie with a cell phone. You don't need to go into a big Hollywood production to make a movie. Now, obviously, the quality of the movie is not going to be Dune or The Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's a different type, but basically, the premise of making a movie is just to film something. And if it's interesting enough, people will watch it. Now, the clear example of that is Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project was filmed with a handy cam, and it was, it was just good writing. So, going back to making a movie is about telling a story. Now, when I'm taking a dump with you here in my bathroom with my cat, I'm not telling you a story. I'm telling you multiple stories. I'm telling you more than one story. I'm telling you various stories, many stories. Some of them are interesting, some of them are not. I don't know, I don't care. I mean, I'm just taking shit at the end of the day, right? But it's still movie making. It's still making a movie. It's no different than making The Lord of the Rings. Except that I don't have a script, I don't have a crew, I don't have, um, Ian McKellen, I don't have, you know, none of that. I just have me taking a shit. Now, what is the value of that? Well, the value is that we're sharing a moment in time. This moment is going to pass. It's actually the moment the moment passes automatically. There is no past, only an ever present. I like it. You're so good, nice, and cool. Well, thank you. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. So, making a movie is about a moment in time. You freeze a moment in time, and you go back and look at it. So, the moment I've said this, it's already in the past. I've shown it with the camera various times, where you can put the camera on YouTube and film what YouTube is showing, and there's a delay on each image, and the delay gets larger the more images you show, which is a weird camera effect, but it's very true. It's like a few seconds delay, and it's another second delay, another second delay. It's like cumulative delay. So we're going back in time, but also forward. That's the part that people don't get. When you go back in time, you also go forward in time because the very last part of the delay that you've shown on the camera is also looking at the present. So you're going back and forth in time with camera. That's what I call the Dajjal Geister Hauptbahnhof, or the Devil's Spirit Train. Why the Devil's Spirit Train? Because, or train station, the Devil's Spirit Train Station is actually the correct translation of that thought. The Devil's Train Station. Why the Devil's Train Station? Because cameras usually film the ego. They don't film the reality. They film when somebody gets in front of a camera. Usually, not always, but usually, 99.9% of the time, they put on makeup. They present themselves different from what they really are. They they try to be intelligent and amusing, and it's like being in front of somebody. You don't act the same when you're alone as when you're in front of somebody. When you're in front of the camera, You're in front of many people. So you're trying to give yourself a good image. You comb your mustache, you comb your beard, you comb your hair. You're not just disheveled and fucked up as you are when you wake up in the morning to go take a shit, right? Ego, Narcissus. We're trying to look for the inner beauty and show it. Now, if you know anything about DMT and the ego break that comes with DMT, um, all things are connected and we are part of everything. And what we think is us isn't. I'm not this beard or this mustache or these eyebrows or this hair or these wrinkles or these hands or these eyes or this nose or this mouth, these ears. I'm not that. That's the ego. That's the part of me that wants to take a form. But in truth, the soul of me is this and everything else: the cat, the bathroom, the shit on the toilet, the hanging clothes, the department, the sky, the earth, the mountains, the sun, the moon, the stars. That's the real me. That's the part of me that is really truthful. The part of me that is being shown in camera is just a tiny little piece of nothing trying to be something. Because how could I compare with the sky, the moon, and the stars, right? Can't. But I can observe it and I can share it with you in words. And when I share it to you in words, we have an idea of it communally. We have a kind of collective idea of the star, the moon, and the sun, the sun, the moon, and the stars. We have an idea of the cosmos. We have an idea of the bigger part of us that is our soul, which belongs to the totality of everything. So, but going back to the ego is this, it's me. And the ego is what is not complete. It's the incomplete part of me. Of course, I'm not perfect. It would be absurd to consider yourself perfect in a human body. You only have two eyes. Spiders have dozens of eyes. We only have two arms and two legs. Spiders have 8 arms. So who's better, a spider or a human? Obviously, if you like arms, the spider, right? The scent of a dog is like 1,000 times stronger than ours. The tactile sense of an octopus is 1,000 times stronger than ours, and they can change color with their feelings and their emotions. A chameleon can change color. Birds can fly. Why go so far? Why make such difficult comparisons? Birds can fly on their own. They don't need airplanes. We can't. So, you think humans are perfect? You think humans are God's greatest creation? You are a fool. We have a mind, and we have a mouth, and that's all we have. We can't sing like a bird. We can't fly like one either. We can't swim like a dolphin. Our minds are deficient compared to the mind of a dolphin. The dolphin has a much bigger mind than ours. This arrogance of humanity to think that we are creation's greatest creation, we can observe it. We can see it. We can see it, and we can even uh, see ourselves, and then we have an image of ourselves. But it's arrogance, it's pride, it's ego. And when you die, and if you've seen dead people in front of you, you can tell right away, none of this remains. It's all gone. So there's nothing to attach yourself to about yourself. That's another one. You can you can take a dump in Facebook, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't transcend the nature of yourself. You can become president of the United States. You can become emperor of the world, and it won't change a thing. Because in the end, you're going to die and you're going to become dust. Thank you, Robert. I don't know if I'm right. I could be wrong. Maybe there is a transcendence within the human body that I'm missing. Buddha certainly said he transcended. Christ transcended. Muhammad, was a messenger. Zoroaster. But look at my works, all you mighty in despair, said Ozymandias. 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 Let's think about the great empires that came and went, and they're not just ruins. And I mean, you would think that the ancient Greeks would have saved their temples, but they couldn't. Their temples came down along with their lofty ideals, and there was a age of barbarism that came after them. You would think that the Atlanteans would have been able to save Atlantis, or at least the memory of it, but it became forgotten. Just now we're starting to remember. You would think that Mu, the continent Mu, the Muyans would have been able to be remembered, but not too many people remember them either. The Egyptians with their pyramids, they should have been able to hold on, and yet they didn't. And now we come around America, United States, Mexico, our modern empires, and we think, oh, we are permanent. This is going to be the Reich of 1,000 years. And it isn't, it isn't. It's just what it is. Okay, guys, that was the morning dump. 40 minutes to take a shit. Holy shit. 40 minutes to take a shit. Oh, I got somehow I clicked on special effects. It's pretty cool. Let's see this one. Yeah. What about this one? Nothing special. Nothing. What the hell? How did I do that, by the way? It's kind of cool. Anyways. Oh, this I like. This is cool. Bubbles. I have a whole bunch of special effects on my cat phone. I didn't realize I had. My cat wants to go out. Can you believe this cat? Comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out. Now you're staying. We're finishing the shit together. We started the shit together, we're finishing the shit together, cat. I like that special effect too. It's kind of cool. I didn't realize I had these. These are cool. Remember to clean your. Thanks, Robert. Remember to clean your ass with water. That's the most important thing I can tell you today. If you can't clean your ass with water, it's not going to be clean. So, what is this one? Holy shit, that is deep, man. What's going on, guys? Let's see this one. Can't see anything. Can you guys see something? This is cool, though. This is like negative. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta clean my ass, Oh, that's like old footage, right? With little imperfections. This is some cool filters, man. These phones are amazing. What's that one? It's like 60s. This one I like. That's pretty cool. I mean, they got a that's a pretty cool filter. That's like very psychedelic. There's another one over here that was pretty psychedelic. Yeah, it was the no. This is better. This is like yeah, it changes color. You know, green, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then kind of like fuzzes out. And there's like this light that comes in. No, that's pretty cool. Oh well. Ah. Ew. Hi, boy. Hi, meow. She really wants her. She's gonna scratch me because I actually don't have. I don't have a cat food for her. I need to go buy the cat food. I'm gonna have to run now. I'm gonna get scratched and eat my cat. Wild cat. Guys, love you. See you. Good dump.